recently.
Oh yeah.
And how it was coming to Nintendo Switch, and I was like, you know what? I've never played that game. I should play it.
I often inspire people in that way.
You're such an influencer.
Thank you. It's my goal, influencing people,
Yum.
causing them to change their decisions and do things they wouldn't do otherwise. Oh. Wait, Sigma's available now? Oh God.
Sigma?
Oh jeez.
What? Why does he look like the Green Goblin?
It's Sigma, Kyle. Come on.
He looks like Mr. Burns, or... Who does he look like?
I don't know.
He looks like an old math teacher of mine.
Let's do some. Let's check out Sigma, shall we?
Do it.
Shall we?
Fucking jet. Yeah.
There's Sigma. Sigma.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Yeah, I
this.
don't care.
He's a
I don't
tank.
even care.
All right, we've got the hyperspheres. Launch 2 charges, which implode after a short duration, dealing damage in an area. Okay. Gravitic flux. Manipulate gravity to lift enemies in the air and slam them back down. That's his ultimate. Kinetic grasp. Absorb projectiles in front of you and convert them into shields. Accretion. Gather a mass of debris and throw it at an enemy to knock them down. E. Experimental barrier. Hold to propel a floating barrier. Release to stop. Press again to recall the barrier to you. This is.
What class is he?
He's a tank.
Ah, really?
He is tank. All right, so the
Interesting.
barrier, we like make it. Oh, I can throw it out there, and then I can.
You can stop it wherever.
Oh,
Creating a barrier!
that's kind of interesting.
You can just do that whenever?
Yeah, he's a
pretty
tank.
cool.
You can throw a barrier out there, I guess.
Damn.
Oh. Haha.
Are you doing training?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is how you test out new tank, new stuff.
characters. New
Alright, so this
characters and
left
purples.
shift is to.
Kill robot.
Oh,
I didn't do anything.
That was interesting. That is a 12-second cooldown. I can't use it again right
Wow. You sound like you were constipated.
now. Absorb projectiles, convert them into shields. I see.
Oh, so...
Gather a mass of debris. And do a
there's
knockdown.
projectiles here. You can
Yeah,
use it
yeah,
on
yeah.
these fuckers.
Oh, that's fun.
Whoa, what was that?
Haha! I absorb. Now I
And then-
have shields. See, now I have this little blue line, which is some shields.
That's shield?
Yeah, so I guess it really helps to do that when there's a big volley of attacks coming in.
I see.
Accretion, experiment.
I wonder if it
guess
works
that's
for
everything.
explosive projectiles, like Junkrat shit.
I don't know. Interesting. All right, good to know.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I guess I could read off some of the donations.
Okay.
While you do that.
That sounds good.
Bazinga X, $10. Which do you prefer, paracord or nylon cable sleeves?
I like paracord.
I like paracord because they're
Softer.
easier to... Well, yeah. Honestly, it depends. Paracord is nice because they're softer. They have a more elegant look. But they're not quite as easy to train
That's true.
as nylon. And so I feel like if you're trying to go for a specific, like, super straight and, like, modern, clean, sleek look, I feel like nylon is the way to go. But paracord is also really good because since it's fabric, it bends a lot sharper. You can actually make tighter turns with it than
Fair
you can
enough.
with nylon.
That's
And I think those are, like, the two biggest factors that I consider anytime I'm deciding between the two. But good question there, Bazinga. Also saw your build that you submitted for Pimp My PC.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't choose it because it was already pimped. Very nice build. You clearly know what you're doing. That 1000D, super sweet. You should utilize that bottom half though for a second system, like Paul has with the Riptide.
I noticed that. I was like, I feel like the only practical use of the 1000D is if you're taking advantage of the dual system thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, put another system in the bottom, Bazinga.
And then talk to us. MB67, $13.37.
That was bad.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for the 1-year update for the Tesla Powerwall.
Oh,
I'm
you're
interested in
welcome.
getting one of those systems eventually. Cheers. That was a good video.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw it too, and I was like, you sold me.
Really?
I want one. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you were like, Edison knows me money. I was like, what?
That is kind of nice, just to get started.
It took me back to I think like a while back when I told you that we had gone S corp or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of like sole proprietor. I was like, yeah, we like got money back this year for taxes and shit. Whereas like when you're a sole proprietor, like you always owe at the end of the year.
That's true.
And it was kind of like that equivalent. It's like, wait, what? You're getting money back from Edison? Like that's insane. So obviously it's a hefty upfront cost, but I think what you were saying, within like 12 or so years that you would recoup that back.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not bad. I mean, it's your forever home.
It's still like not as practical for a lot of people with that amount of time to recoup.
Sure.
But it's more reasonable than it used to be.
Yeah.
Wow, I just got destroyed. It's more reasonable than it used to be, and the costs keep coming down. So if you're doing it now or in a year or two, then hopefully you should be okay. I guess the main thing is, if you're in the U.S., that federal tax thing.
Yeah.
Is
Someone asked if you ever need to replace the battery.
The battery itself should be good for like 15 years or something like that, as far as I know.
Okay.
The whole system should have a useful life of 25 years, according to what they say, but I'm not sure. There's probably going to be stuff that needs to be replaced in the interim.
Right.
A lot of people have told me like that the inverter, the solar inverter, is probably going to need to be replaced after 10 or 15 years.
I see.
So yeah.
Well, there'll be a 10 and 15 year follow up, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Elite Big E, $10. One, I have a Asus ROG Crosshair 7 Hero Wi-Fi AMD X470. Should I try to sell it and get an X570? Two, should I get the Asus ROG Strix 2070 OC Edition or the Advanced Edition? I'm going to say it really just depends. I think you're fine with X470, to be honest, unless you need to take advantage of PCIe Gen 4. Or you really need the faster memory speed to 3600. Yes, there will be some uplift there in terms of frame rates with Ryzen 3000 if you're able to scale it from 3200 to 3600 megahertz. But it's not a deal breaker, and if you already have the X470 board, you'll save a lot of money not having to buy a completely new platform. Additionally, the ROG Strix Asus ROG, or I don't know why you said that twice, the ROG Strix 2070 OC Edition is a fantastic card, and I would definitely recommend it.
I agree with what Kyle said.
Of course you do. I'm all-knowing and all-powerful. Final Mage 6, $5. Paul purchased a Thumbscrew Oxblood shirt a couple months ago. The shirt is awesome. How do you keep animal hair from attacking the shirt? Hee hee.
I do not have an answer for that because I have dogs and I have the same problem like all the time.
Yeah.
So if you figure it out, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Washers and dryers work well usually.
Yeah, that's a
lint rollers.
That's a good option.
If you want to vacuum your shirt. Pup Shepherd, $5. I hope you're well. I did want to mention, aside from my pup YouTube page, I also have another YouTube, Simple Silicon. I make content from my IT department.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's good.
That's useful.
It's good to have multiple pages. You never know when one's going to get shut down and, posted porn onto it.
Yeah, that's true.
All kinds of bullshit.
It happens all the time,
Yep.
from my understanding.
Every day. So cool. Thanks, Pup. Donastrig, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. $10, 3900X, X570 Hero, and other parts are on the way. I'm coming from a 2600K. Nice. But I need RAM help. 2 sticks of RAM or 4 for aesthetics. I'd like 32 gigs of 3600, 16, 16, 16, 36. Keep up the great work, both of you. I would say go with your budget. If your budget allows for a 4-stick kit and you really like the aesthetics for that, then it's worth it to you. If you could really use that money elsewhere and save some of it, then 2 sticks, can look just as good, in my opinion. It depends on the sticks.
I don't think aesthetically there's a huge difference between 2 and 4 sticks. Like,
yeah.
And if you're really that concerned about it, like, I don't know, like, did the Gigabyte thing ever take off? Like
to some degree, where they have the dummy sticks.
Yeah, you get the dummy sticks in there. Like maybe consider a kit like that.
Gigabyte's Aorus RGB DDR4 memory does have 2 dummy sticks that are included with their 4-stick kit. So you only have 2 working modules and 2 sort of faux modules that still have RGB lighting. They're exactly probably for the niche that you fit in. If you want, additional, if you want that cosmetic flair, but don't necessarily want to pay a premium, that could be an option. But also, I think you should really follow your technical needs first and foremost.
And your dreams. Follow your dreams.
Follow your fucking dreams. But if you really need 32 gigs of RAM, then just do it.
Yeah.
Also follow your dreams. Just do it!
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
We've come full circle. If you need 32 gigs of RAM, then buy a 4-stick kit. But if you can live with 16, you're fine with 16, then just go with 2. You can always upgrade later if you want to. That's our 2 cents. Rip J. Philip Rams, $10. Hey guys, please accept this donation for the special episode 200.
Oh.
Baby oil on Lyle segment. Cheers. Yeah, we'll fucking see about that. I think Lyle.
That's a multi-layered request right there.
Multiple layers of
you gotta have a Lyle
baby
segment.
Oil. Yeah.
You gotta have the baby oil.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask for a $10 donation. It's definitely a tall order there for any dollar amount really. Baby oil plus Lyle. I see that being a recipe for disaster, to be honest, but I guess we'll see what happens.
That's me through.
Justin Meyer, $10. Sorry for the length. Is that an innuendo? Sorry for the length. If I'm looking for a high end, and in parentheses, 3900X with Aorus Extreme Waterforce 2080 Ti, would 4K or 2K be a better target monitor? I like frames, but pretty 4K as well. Love the show, guys. In my opinion, frame rate over resolution. You get a smoother overall experience.
We win!
And you win!
Victory!
You win because Paul is gaming on a 4K monitor right now, but he's scaled down to maybe 1440p. I don't know, is this 1440p that you're actually gaming on in windowed mode?
Good question.
Potentially. Wow, did the game just crash?
Your rendering device has been lost.
What?
What?
It's so random.
Oh wow, that's a Twitch. That's an Overwatch crash right there.
At any rate,
that's interesting.
Go for 2K, man. Go for 2K. 2K is fine. It's great. 2K is great. It's the happy medium, and you get way better frame rates than at 4K.
Oh, we won.
In my opinion. You still won. At least you made it right into the end. Michael D. Give me that D, Michael. €5. Enjoying the Paul Bitwit Crossfire. X-Fire.
Yeah.
By the way, most Asus AM4 boards have USB 3.1 Gen 2 front I/O headers, even X370. Guess that mini ITX board didn't have space.
Yeah, it's none of the mini ITX boards that I was looking at. I can't say I've gone over all of like the X370 and X470 mini ITX boards, but there weren't many because the X ones give you support for dual graphics cards, which is pointless on a ITX board. So
exactly.
Oh, apparently the audio is now out of sync as well.
Oh, good. How did that? Everyone's saying F.
Something to do with that. I don't know.
Stream ended. Everyone's saying stream ended or audio's out of sync.
This is zero dropped frames over here.
Can you see us? Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll just change the delay by a millisecond.
Sorry, chat's closed. Time to find what the fuck.
And then change it back. Did that fix it? What happened?
I tried messaging something in my own YouTube chat and it said, sorry, chat is closed. Time to find another stream.
Sure that's not my YouTube chat? Or you're trying to...
Oh, maybe.
You're probably doing your stream, your second half stream, not the
not the after party.
After party stream.
Good point. That old after party curveball. All right, are we
It didn't fix it?
Everybody is
Still out of
kung
sync.
fu fighting.
I don't know. We had a strange problem there. All right, how many more?
We have like 5 more.
Okay. We're going to plow
should we
through
just
it.
continue?
Let's plow through it.
Bazinga X, $10 on my half. Glad Heather's doing better. Hope your cat gets better soon.
Thank you, Bazinga.
Cat's like 99% healed.
Good.
I think he was just faking the injury the whole time, just because he got more food and more attention that way. So, and Heather was doing better too. I think I brought back some bug from LTX, probably the same bug that Steve from Gamers Nexus caught, and Heather got it. I did not. I got away scot-free, which seems really fucked up because I got to enjoy the event. Like, I got all the ROI, but she paid all of the investment.
Hold on 1 second. All right, how about now?
How about now, brown cow?
Did that fix it?
You.
I'm not expecting much, but no.
No.
Did not fix it.
Put the stream on YouTube.
Sorry, I don't think.
Nope, no, it'd be even worse.
Thank
Good
you,
Lord,
thank
still
you for the
no.
responses.
Crafty
chat.
said, "Good Lord, no, still way behind."
I don't know what to do.
What was it before? It was 220.
No, it had something to do with the system hang when Overwatch crashed. I'm positive that's
fucked
what
it up.
It just something's out of sync and
What's the millisecond at now? The delay?
nothing. It's the same.
Is it 0? Oh,
But
it's
it
at
was
the same.
fine before. Like what needs to have, like the system needs to be restarted, or
Oh, geez.
XSplit needs to be restarted, or something like that.
Okay.
That would fix it.
We'll just roll through these quick then.
Yeah.
Tim Doll, $5.
Sorry.
Hi, wifey sauce. We all know you run the show. She definitely does. She'll be choosing where I eat dinner
Actually,
later tonight.
Sean Darwin, I think, has the best explanation. The graphics driver reinitialized and desynced the transcoder.
Thanks, fucking NVIDIA.
That's reasonable, except we're not using NVEnc. We're using X264. So
Yeah, that is also
they're probably,
true.
but that's probably also in the ballpark. So. Anyway.
It's a better technical explanation than either of us had. MB67, $13.37. Kyle and Paul, from personal experience, I wanted to warn you ahead of time about old $2 Chuck, but the super chat wasn't working. My condolences. Just that same.
Wait, warn
Cheers.
us, but
He was trying to warn us, but the super chat wasn't working for him. My condolences, just the same.
What was the warning though? Just
The warning.
Chuck warning.
Well, he was saying like he wanted to warn us about using drinking old $2 Chuck. So,
Old $2 Chuck.
So he potentially, I think what he's saying is he has experience in
You've done this before,
in
Mike?
old $2 Chuck.
Wow. Okay.
If it's old $2 Chuck, does it become $1 Chuck? Because I feel like that shit should be half off at least.
It's called one up Chuck.
1 up Chuck.
what
Because you're gonna up
what it
chuck
should be,
that
yeah,
shit right after
exactly.
you drink it. It's bump, $5. I like it. It's bump. Kyle,
It's bump.
when do you want to sell your Mark III? I'm looking to get into videography, and it sounds like you're overdue for an upgrade. Win-win.
I
would
thought
love to
don't
sell
actually
you my.
have a Mark III.
I would love to sell you my Mark III if I had a Mark III.
But you actually have a Mark V that
Maybe-
you keep calling a Mark III. Or you have a Mark IV.
You're talking about the RX 100 then.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I do have an RX 100 Mark V.
Five.
But in the LTX vlog, I kept referring it to a
As a
Mark
three,
III
as a three.
because it's been so long since I've referred to that camera, and it was kind of a blurry weekend. But no, I will not be selling it. It's a good camera still. I may potentially upgrade to the Mark VII though, because it has an audio jack, which really has been the one thing that I've always wished that series had.
That and the ability to record 4K for longer than like 5 minutes at a time.
I don't know if that's been changed or if that's been improved. I think it's still like you get 5 or 10 minutes of 4K. And I think like the whole niche of that camera, they're not expecting us to use it. It's for like just
They're not expecting the people who bought the camera to use it?
like YouTubers. Like people creating content, like long form content, watchable content. I think it's like you're at a soccer game and your kid's playing, you want 4K video, but you're not recording the whole thing, you're doing clips and bits and pieces. It's not a DSLR type of, you know what I mean? It's very consumer
that's
based.
the explanation I would figure Sony would give me. I think the real explanation is they
can't do it.
They wanted to be able to say this records in 4K,
But
but the fact is that the processor
overheats.
that in there gets too hot and overheats if you try to do it for an extended period of time. So
Right.
they were just okay with having that in between, with saying it supports 4K, but it
for
also
this long.
overheats. So if you try to record 4K extensively,
Right.
it's going to overheat and tell you to turn it off and stuff.
Which I think works for a vlog camera, but not for like if you were trying to actually shoot like let's say a review video with it. You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying they make it, if there's the 5th version of that camera, if they make it a 6th version, which sucked apparently, and now a 7th version, they should figure out some way to allow it to record 4K for longer periods of time.
I agree.
Technology gets better, it
I
should
agree.
get better, and anyway.
But I appreciate how much power they pack into that little pocket-sized thing.
I do.
You've got a Mark V too now. No?
Yeah, I've got a Mark V, so
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I
usually
record
shoot
in
in 1080.
1080-60,
So do I.
and I get compliments on the video quality all the time, because
Yeah.
it does record really nice video, especially if you're just trying to run and gun something and just set it to auto and point it and shoot.
Sony Auto
That's nice.
always does a good job. JJ5Cool1 $4.99. So we have Kyle, and then there's Lyle. But what about Miles?
Miles?
And don't forget Saul, Paul.
Saul. Oh, yeah, Saul.
Could you imagine if Saul and Lyle were in a room and hosted Awesome Hardware one of these days?
I'm trying to figure out which, like, vaguely racist stereotype I could get away with.
Well, you're
I could-
white, so you can't really get away with much.
I'd have to go with one of the European stereotypes, but, you know, Saul...
German, Dutch,
And
Italian.
like, if I wanted to, like, not
Italy.
suffer long-term consequences, I would have to go with something that's part of my
heritage.
heritage.
So, yeah,
and that
exactly.
kind of stuff. So,
Right. So you could have that fall
which
back
I'm not
on.
even that familiar with. I know I've got a decent amount of German in there,
Okay.
but that just doesn't sound viable or funny or like whatever. Like, I'm gonna make some German.
Nothing about German or Germany is funny.
No, it's not.
It's
very-
humorless. It's a humorless country.
True.
I went there and I
It's very
didn't laugh
true.
once. I was there for 3 weeks.
I know.
Didn't laugh once.
That's why we immediately left Germany and went to Austria. You're like,
They're funnier here. They're
yeah, and the Sound of Music and stuff. Okay,
a bit more spirited.
I'll work on that. I'll figure
We should
that out.
We should do a like an ancestry test together.
I could do a California surfer dude.
Can we do a video on that? I mean, it's tech related. The tech of your blood.
I don't trust any.
You don't trust that? You think it's a scam? You think they just tell you you're Japanese, Paul?
No, but I think they've been gathering the information from all the people who have been doing the tests, and I don't know. I don't know.
I sense a conspiracy theory here. You think that they're onto something. You think they're fucking with you. Can't be trusted.
Not me. I haven't done any of those tests. So
Right.
They don't have my information.
Right, but do you think it's a sham? Do you think like that whole like ancestry shit where like, all right, give us a sample of your DNA and we'll tell you where you're from and what your, true ethnicity or whatever is. Do you think it's like, do you think there's truth to that? Or do you think
No,
it's like
I don't think it's a sham. I think the information they're providing is legitimate, but I'm dubious because there has been multiple reports in the past year or two about what they're using that information for.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Like
about
more data mining and shit.
Personal privacy and
Right.
stuff. And,
I see.
Yeah.
That's a valid concern. Yeah. But it's probably nothing that Google and countless other services don't already have on us. I feel like
Google doesn't do a deep dive on your DNA.
they
so.
can probably infer that from the millions of messages and phone
Crafty,
calls
I have
get.
nothing to do with freaking with Fred Durst.
Fred Durst.
Shut your mouth. Fred Durst is a no-talent ass clown. Sorry. So,
You're not wrong.
anyway.
All right. On that note, I guess we can move on to Bazinga X for $5.
Bazinga!
Hey, I guess I will forgive you
yeah.
for not reviewing my PC on Pit My PC this time. Yeah, I mean, we usually review PC of pimping, and yours simply was not.
Oh, it's
which you should
beautiful.
consider
It's a beautiful system.
a very good thing and compliment.
I want to know what you're doing with that ITX space you got down on the bottom. It's
I want to
blank.
see. I want to see you fill that shit up.
Blank space.
Bruh.
You gotta write your name.
All right,
Okay.
let's do some Johnsons really quick.
Yay for Johnsons. I only had one last I checked. Let's see if that has changed.
Hardy-dardy-dar.
I still have
Where the fuck?
one Johnson.
Well, most of us do, Paul.
Nick C. from
Heyo.
Jackson, or what was that, Arkansas?
Arkin fuck.
Right. Wait, is AR? AR.
Ooh. Dawn Love.
Pretty sure that's Arkansas.
Dawn Love.
No, wasn't AK? Yeah, AR is Arkansas. What's AK then? AK is Alaska.
Alaska.
All right. See? It's not just the M states that are confusing. The A states are also confusing. Anyway, many thanks to Nicholas C. from Jacksonville, Arkansas, who purchased the white logo Paul's Hardware shirt.
Dawn.
Oh, like the classic Paul's Hardware shirt. That's a good one.
That's a classic. Dawn Love. I mean,
Dong Love.
I'm kind of jealous of your last name. Your last name is Love.
Dong Love.
Like, people will literally, when you're an adult, if you're not already an adult, they will have to refer to you as Mr. Love, which just sounds like everyone just gets, like, you can't help but get into a good mood when Mr. Love is in the room. When you're addressing someone as Mr. Love, you kind of, everyone's just like, yeah, you know, all the shit that I was worried about in life, it all just subsides because there's a Mr. Love in my presence.
Unless he's a creeper.
Unless you are on a sex offender registered
But if
list.
Mr. Love is creepy in any, just even in the vaguest sense,
He does it with
that
love?
all really goes down.
Yeah. You're treading on thin ice, buddy. Thin ice, Mr. Love. But no thank you for picking up some merchandise there. As I said, I will not be thanking anyone. Nicholas Coleman, no thank you, sir, for picking up a CPU Cooler Heather Dark Gray t-shirt limited edition. You are, your last name is Coleman. Coleman. Like, isn't that a brand? That's a very popular brand of, like...
Should read off their full address and everything, too.
Oh, yeah. Social security number 83529. No, Coleman.
That's a double Johnson, by the way.
That's a double
for Nick C.
Johnson in your face.
For Nick C., whose last name
Nick C.
remains undisclosed. Nick C., thank you.
I'm giving away all
Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, he was. He was from.
Thank you, Nick. Double Johnson.
Jacksonville.
Double Johnson.
Yeah. Everyone go raid his house. And then finally we have David S. for Simmons. He's got a great all these people that bought from me have great last names.
Yeah,
Simmons, like Richard Simmons. Like, is there any relation there? You know, you could be a Simmons. You could be one of the Simmonses. I think that's cool. And Mr. Simmons, it sounds like Mr. Smithers a little bit. Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers. No, thank you. Fuck you for picking up a Bitwit overclock 15 ounce. I don't know why you just singing the song give me some weird mental images.
You can get through this.
Bitwit overclock mug. No, thank you. You dick. I think that's it.
That's all? That's all I got?
That's it. I guess we could do a raid shout out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We have a raid, a Twitch raid for Party Rooster. Party. Like, you know, let's throw a party.
At some point, and
What?
I know this isn't going to happen right now, but at some point we need to raid Dennis.
Oh. XNE?
Yeah, he used to be, used to work for New. He's a tactical.
Is he streaming right now?
I don't know.
Tactical Dennis? Oh, he was live 1 hour ago.
Yeah, Tactical Dennis.
Is he just streaming a lot now?
Yeah, he's streaming. But
cool.
He's not live right now. But at some point we should.
Yeah, we'll definitely stream the shit out of him. Or raid the shit out of him.
He's just hosting right now.
Cool. For now, we will raid Party Rooster. Oh, they're offline. Never mind. Don't go. Do not go to Party Rooster. Fuck that
suck
noise. Just drink more scotch.
Just gonna take a brief moment to pause here and recollect our.
Well, our moderators conjure up some amazing second choice that they've methodically planned out and thought ahead of time. Fox Salt.
Fox Salt.
Heyo. It looks like Senor Fox Salt is streaming. I will start watching. Fox Salt is streaming Ring of Elysium. He has 3 viewers as of now.
3 viewers.
Let's try to bring that up to at least 300. I think we can do that very easily. Give him a nice warm welcome from the Awesome Hardware crew. Tell him we sent you, and blow his fucking mind. We're gonna get the fuck out of here, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Love you guys. Goodbye. And quick things.
He gonna be happy.